All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
And Sebastian's gone.
Again?
Yeah, dude.
Well, it is a Friday night.
It is a Friday.
He is 21.
Yeah, but he got to find a different date night, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
People work, kid.
Yeah, but this is our time, man. It's like...
He sees you all week.
Yeah, but this is like our time.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
You're
this
right.
is a show time.
Okay, well,
This is for the peoples. We need to sit down and have a... You know what I mean? A one-on-one with him, an intervention.
What's he doing? What's going on? Same girl?
Yes, sir.
Nice. I'm not even tripping.
Really?
Yeah, because, it's a powerful drug.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And part of me doesn't want to interfere, but part of me is like, dang, dude, like, you know what I mean? You're a part of the show. Like, you're a staple with us. You know what I mean? So, part of me is like, yeah, go get it. But part of me is like, dang, do you need to be here for the show? Like, what's up?
So, has it been every Friday night since? I mean, the first time, and then last week I missed the shows, but he was out anyways, right?
Yeah. No, last week he was home.
Oh, okay.
They skipped a week. But he said yesterday, it's going to be an every week thing. Like, well, you need to choose a different day, dude. Friday's not. Tell her Friday does not work for your father and the people that like to listen to us. Oh yeah.
You know what it is? You know what you need to do?
Huh.
You need to have a sit down with the two of them.
Yeah.
Like you said back, if she might be a little older than him, you'll sit down with the both of them and
straighten that shit right out. Look, there's two options. Either y'all choose a different night to go out, or y'all gonna be on the show.
Yeah, I think it's because of him, like being erratic for his schedule, that's messing you up.
What do you mean messing me up?
I got called out, kid.
About what?
About the show description.
What happened?
A buddy of mine, I was talking with him, and he says he asked about the new show, and I said, yeah, it's number 90. He goes, well, I listened to it. I was like, oh, so what you think? And he had told me about the show previous, and I said, no, that ain't the newest one. He's like, well, that's 90. I said, no, we just did 90. He goes, oh, I must be wrong. So I was like, all right, cool. So later on in the evening, I looked it up, and we got 290, son.
Well, that is the night we were drinking. We took shots that night, so that might have been, you know what I mean?
Hold on, I didn't tell my wife that.
Oh.
And it was a shot.
Yeah,
well,
it was a shot.
But did you notice how I took my shot, by the way?
No, you know what? I was moving around getting ready to come back out here. What do you mean, how you did it? Like, it's a shot. You straight up, right?
I can't do that anymore, son.
What do you mean you can't do that?
I can't. I can't.
There's like 2 ounces.
Yeah, I know. And if all my buddies were here, and my wife and daughter, my son were here, they'd be like, no, Mingo, you don't know my dad. You don't know my husband. You don't know our homie anymore. I can't take a shot. I can't. I shouldn't say that. If push come to shove, if I had to do it, I could do it. I mean, I would take it to the head, and I'll be good. But
let me ask you a question, though, before you go any further. Would they really say, hey, no, it's not, Dave, you don't know my dad? Or no, see, what happens, my dad's a pussy, and he can't take a shot.
What? No, my friends would say that.
I know your wife longer than I know you, and she'd say, "Yeah, Mingo, he a pussy now. He can't do that shit." I think she'd feel comfortable telling me some shit like that.
I can't. That's the thing. We took a shot of the bottle that I had gotten him for his birthday. Okay, now that tequila I could drink because it's smooth. It doesn't have that bite. It's not. It doesn't feel like sandpaper going down. It's smooth, so I can take that shot.
Right.
But it might be mental in regards to even if I took a shot of that alcohol, of that tequila. Because to me, I'm taking a shot of tequila. I'm not going to be able to do it. I don't want to throw up in front of anybody.
Throw up with one shot? Like, what do you... Bro.
I can't do it no more. And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now. When I was I think before I even got married, my wife, girlfriend at the time, Manuel, my wife used to live in San Diego.
Okay.
For a minute with a roommate, Sandra. I don't know if you remember her.
Yeah.
So one time, Manu and I went out there to go visit them, and we went to Tijuana because she lived in San Diego. So we were partying out there and got drunk.
Does she party?
Who?
Sandra. I always remember Sandra as...
Yeah, she was kind of straight. I mean, she drove us, I guess. I don't really remember. I mean, you're talking 30 years ago, so... but no, I don't really remember her partying like that.
Okay.
So we were in the club, drinking and what have you, and I remember taking this shot, and it got stuck in my throat, and it wasn't going down. No matter how, it was a split second, of course, but it wasn't going down, and I was drunk. So I actually turned my face to spit it out. And as I spit it out, one of the little kids from the streets was coming up, was trying to sell roses.
You spit on the kid?
Yeah. I spit on the kid. And the kid mad dogged me. The kid, dude.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. And Manuel was like, and Manuel, kicked him down a couple of
Manuel tipped him.
Yeah, because I was faded and I couldn't do it. But dude, he was mugging me and everything. And I don't blame the kid. I think I spit it at his feet just because he happened to be walking up at the same time. I had to spit it out.
Right.
But I think ever since then, I can't do it no more at all. So
you gagged on a mouthful of liquid.
Not a mouthful. It was in my throat. Like, again, it was halfway down. And it just wasn't going. And I think maybe I got that fear in my head every time now. And so when we were doing the shot before we came into the studio, like you guys took it to the head real quick. And, I was trying to make conversation because it was going to take me another good 2-3 minutes to polish it off, which I did, of course. So you just didn't notice because I was being smooth about it. I was acting cool.
You can't act cool sipping on one shot of fucking tequila. Like if we were sitting down and we had like an expensive bottle and you sipped, okay, cool. You're supposed to sip that. That's sipping tequila.
Okay, well that was an expensive bottle.
That's not sipping tequila. That's not an expensive bottle. It's a good bottle. I'm not saying it was. It's a good bottle. It's decent, but it's not a sipping tequila bottle.
Yeah, I hear you. But it's smooth. It's good, and I could take it to the head if I needed to. I just didn't need to.
So we weren't important enough for you to take it like a man.
You were important.
Say, guys, just hang tight. I'm gonna sip on it.
You're important enough for me to even take the shot. How's that?
All right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Had you not told me, I never would have known. So just to let you know, you ratted yourself out. Yeah, dude. You know what? I don't know what happened. I mean, fuck. I don't think one shot would have mentally impeded me enough for 2 hours to make that mistake. I think I was just fucking tired, bro.
You know what it is? It's I think Seabass usually does entering all the information, the description stuff, and now you're taking the reins on that kind of. Yeah, I've noticed.
I do too much, don't you? You know what I mean? Things are gonna fall through the fucking cracks. What do you want? Hey, a couple of shows ago, you were talking about your and somebody asked me about this, by the way. Your nephew, about Santa.
Uh-huh.
Whatever happened?
He actually, he actually just told us a story. He actually told her Santa wasn't real. And it didn't go as planned. And I wouldn't say he's upset about it, because obviously it's something it was going to come regardless. But in the overall, he said he could have gotten away with one more year of it.
Yeah, no, you should have kept lying. It's like anything else. Once you start, you got to stick to your shit.
And he followed people's advice, including mine, or I don't even know how many people told him to tell her, because I know a lot of people told him not to tell her. Right. Well, what happened was she lost a tooth over, I think it was last weekend.
Okay.
And she was at her aunt's house when it happened. She spent the night, little slumber party type deal. Long story short, something happened in regards to the tooth fairy.
Right.
Because she slept at her aunt's house. I think, if I remember right, the tooth fairy gave her money, but they found the tooth after the fact as well. So she was like, how did I get money if I still have my tooth type deal?
Right.
So my nephew and his old lady when the daughter got home, you know, they were discussing it, and my nephew and his old lady said, you know, now might be the time to tell her about the Tooth Fairy, Santa. So they decide
one lie at a time, bro.
So, well, it started with just the Tooth Fairy,
Right.
So they called her into the room, you know, because she's got a little baby sister. So they made sure the baby sister was out of sight, out of mind, so she couldn't hear. And
But I mean, here's the thing, though. You can't call a little kid into the room like that by herself and being all suspicious when the other kid's out of the room. Because if they would have been, don't fucking tell me I'm adopted, because I'm going to set this bitch on fire right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to walk in the room when my feelings hurt. You know what I mean? We're going to fight.
So they call her in the room, and so they said, I guess his old lady says, your dad has something to tell you. Yeah, kid. And my nephew was like, oh, it's like that? Right? So he's like, okay, Mariah, got something to tell you.
I'd have flipped it.
And well, it's funny you say that, because he says, your mom's a Tooth Fairy. And so she's like, you know, with that smile, like, what?
Right.
And he goes, your mom's a Tooth Fairy. She's the one that, you know, whenever you lose a tooth, you know, she's the one that comes in and gives you money under your pillow. And she's like, really? And they were like, yeah, you know, we're the ones that do that. And so she was like, oh, wow, okay. And, you know, she took it, okay, I guess. You know, he said it wasn't that big of a deal. So, she was cool with it. So she was walking out of the room, and then he decided to hit her about Santa. Mm. So he says, hey, come back. I got a secret to tell you. So he said, I can picture it too. He says she crawled in, he was laying in his bed, and she crawled into the bed with him, and she put her head on his shoulder, and she's like, what? Like, what, Dad? What? What's the secret? He goes, your mom, you know how your mom's the Tooth Fairy? She said, yeah. He goes, I'm Santa Claus. Dog. And he said, like, she looked at him, and he kind of felt bad, because he said, like, he saw the innocence of her just fade away, and she's like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm Santa Claus. We're Santa Claus. We're the ones that buy you all the gifts. And he said it was a different reaction than it was with the Tooth Fairy.
Well, of course.
So he was like, you know, you okay? And he says, like, she's like looking at him like, well, yeah, I guess, you know. And he's like, well, did you have any idea? And she was like, no idea. I had no idea. And
Like, let me equate that for you adults that are listening, and you think, oh, that's not that big of a deal, like whatever. Like, in that child's mind, when he said, hey, your mom's a Tooth Fairy, dude. When you lose a tooth, she just puts money in your pillow and takes your tooth. Because I'm sure it was that kind of tone, right? It was just kind of like light and breezy, right? So that would be like you're driving down the freeway and a rock hits your window and you chip it. And now you got to call fucking Safe Light, right? Right? But then you're almost to work, and all of a sudden you get fucking T-boned and your car's totaled. That's what happened when he told her that he was Santa. He fucked up her brand new car, and she ain't got no insurance. And I'm sure he fled the scene.
Well, you know, again, he was like, so, because, you know, obviously she got older friends and older cousins, especially the cousins. He's like, none of your cousins ever said anything to you? And she's like, no one's ever said anything. And so she was telling him, no, they all still believe in Santa. Apparently they had conversations after Christmas. What did Santa get you? What did Santa get you? Santa got me this. Santa got me that. You know, so he was like, oh, man, we could have probably gone another year.
Well, I think at some point, like, kids know, but, you know.
See, that was my whole deal. Because he said she specifically asked him, is Santa Claus real? So to me, somebody had to say something at some point.
Right.
So,
but I think it's one of those things where, like, you know, hey, well, so what? Because we say that shit to other adults. Oh, so what did Santa bring you?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think kids kind of play that same. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. You know what I mean? It's just the thing. That's, you know, that's the mystery of Christmas.
Right.
But it's funny that you bring that up, and you brought that up about the Tooth Fairy, because I was reading this article. This kid apparently was at the age where he was starting to lose teeth, right? But he wanted to test his parents. So he didn't tell them when he lost a tooth, and he put that bitch under his pillow. And for 3 days, ain't no money showed up. So then he finally tells his parents, oh, yeah, I lost a tooth. Oh, well, make sure you put it under your pillow for the tooth fairy. And he was kind of like, So he put the tooth under his pillow. The next morning, there was money. And he came out and confronted him. Hey, look, I know you lied to me. I know I ain't a tooth fairy. If my kid would have come to me like that, then I lied to you about the money too. Shit, if you don't believe in the tooth fairy, you don't believe about that $5 bill you got for that little tooth. Fix that right quick. Yeah, dude. See, but that's the problem with. It's not even really a problem, but I think that's the hard part about when you mislead. I don't want to say lie, but when you mislead your child like that and let them believe in that. Yeah, there's an innocence that goes with it. And yeah, you know,
it's a rite of passage. Come on, kid.
Yeah, it's a part of what Christmas is, right?
You want to know something? My wife told me we still haven't told our kids Santa Claus isn't real. And hold up, I'm sorry, because my kids are probably listening. Santa is real. So, you know, we haven't told them that other people don't think Santa Claus is real. Why are you looking at me like that?
How old was your niece? 9? So you think that 9-year-olds...
No, she's 12.
So 12-year-olds have sit around and talked about... And your children that are both one that graduated college and the one that's heading back right now haven't heard that it's possible there's no Santa?
It's possible. I mean, baby girl, if you're listening, Santa's still real. Because they still have to write Santa Claus a note they write him a letter every Christmas Eve. And we have to leave it out on the kitchen counter, because when he comes down the chimney, he has to read it and see what it is that they want, and then he can leave their gifts.
Isn't that a little late?
What do you mean? Santa Claus is magic.
Yeah, but Santa come with a bag full of shit already.
Hey, Santa Claus always comes through. That's Santa.
Wow.
So...
Well, Tony, you are getting a little bit bigger and a little white in your mustache, so you know.
Oh, but here's the best part of my nephew's story. So after that, you know, she accepted it, of course. You know, obviously it was a shock, but
right,
she dealt with it. So as she's walking away, he goes, you know, he might as well hit her with the trifecta.
Oh.
And as she's walking away, he goes, hey, one more thing. She looks at him, she goes, where the Easter Bunny too? And he said she looked at him like, okay, I get it. Enough. I get it. Nothing's real anymore. And she walked out.
Wow. That poor little girl going to be scarred for the rest of her life. So the last we talked about this, this poor girl was going to fly into California to get free surgery on her plastic Gorilla Glue cap skull.
Oh, girl, yeah. Did you read her little post?
Yeah, she was upset that people were clowning her.
But I mean the whole the way her sentence structure, and so you can kind of understand why she would use the Gorilla Glue. Come on.
What are you trying to say?
She just doesn't seem well versed and well educated, in my opinion. So you got to cut her some slack.
So she's dumb, is what you're saying?
No, I'm not saying that at all. There's street smarts involved, you know. But you just got to have some empathy and understand her upbringing, maybe, and her surroundings. And she had to look good. And hey, she did what she had to do.
Well, here's my question: if it really is about looking good, because the picture that she had. I mean, if she said it had been 30 days, her shit was still slick. Like, why fuck with it? Right? I mean, it's good. It's holding. What's the problem? Just a thought. But she had the surgery. They peeled her cap back.
I heard she had her surgery, and I actually saw, like, them doing something.
Yeah. They used, I guess, different, but they had to put her to sleep. They did her lights.
Yeah, but they also had like tape on her eyes. If you saw that.
Yeah, because they were using strong chemicals.
Oh, okay.
So I'm sure it was just to keep it out of there.
Okay.
And because they were going to have to get like right over her ears, she probably couldn't wear glasses.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's what it was.
I mean, but I haven't heard if it was how much of a success it was. If they got it all out, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, they pretty much they balded her, bro. Like
I heard they were able to keep her hair though.
Well, there were. It looked like they were keeping part of it, but it looked like because they were using like all kind. Like they had a bottle of pink chemical, and they had like another white one, and they had like clear.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they were doing some chemistry in that room.
Wow.
But they got it out. They said so. I'm surprised though. By the video that you sent me, there's some guy that didn't believe the strength of Gorilla Glue, and he didn't even use the spray adhesive. He used the actual liquid super glue.
Yeah, the little container.
And put it right on the rim of a Solo cup, and then mounted the Solo cup over his mouth. Because apparently there's a Gorilla Glue challenge on TikTok now. Look, kids, don't try every challenge out there.
And now, okay, and now I'm on board with, I don't feel sorry for this guy. That was a dumb move. I can't believe that. Everything you feel, I feel. No empathy at all for this gentleman.
Well, I'm going to say it like this. I didn't feel bad for the white kids that were taking Tide Pods.
The Tide Pod challenge?
Yeah. I don't feel nothing for them, and I don't feel nothing for black people that are using Gorilla Glue in their hair or gluing cups to their face. Because that's some dumb shit. I mean, you saw she tapped on her head and you heard that it sounded like plastic. That was no, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's some real shit right there. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Have you ever, what was the dumbest shit you ever, like I used to put 3 flowers in my hair.
Tres flores.
Tres flores, yeah. And that was, that was the cholo shit back in the day. And it was cool because your hair was really slick, but it was cool till about 8:30 in the morning because then it started getting hot. And so that shit run down the back of your neck.
And it smell.
Yeah.
It would smell like oil. Literally like oil. Well, I don't know if you remember our prom. And it wasn't the prom is probably one of the first times I used it. But I did, and it was for hair. So let's get that straight now. I used a product for hair.
Okay.
But it was wax. Hair wax.
Okay.
And because my hair has a little curl to it, like especially if it gets longer. Yeah, a little wavy. And I wanted it straight, so slick straight back.
Right.
So I put the wax in it, and like old girl, I was laid down. It was looking right, but yeah, it took about maybe 4 washes to get all that wax out.
Oh yeah, dude.
But it would come out.
I remember my family's gonna kill me for this, but my dad's used Tres Flores from my birth. I always remember that's all he used. Every morning, just add a little extra and slick it back, comb it, almost, right?
Yep.
And, during winter, he would use the actual oil. It came you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The little yellow oil. So he'd use that during the winter because he couldn't warm the wax up enough so it wouldn't clump up. Well, once he started getting a little gray, he wanted to dye his hair. Well, his hair had so much of that fucking wax built up over the years that the color wouldn't stick. He had to wait and wash it and wash it and wash it, and finally, after a while, the color would start to stick because he finally was starting to get that oil out of his hair.
Right.
Fuck, dude. I was like, oh my God, dude. I stopped using that probably right before high school. I think I stopped using it.
Yeah, I used it a couple of times, but like I said before, I have a bad sense of smell where it bothers me. And that oil smell, especially when it's hot, I smell it and I start getting headaches and stuff.
Well, shit, then it's so hot. It's like now you're burning your scalp. You're frying it with the sun and the oil. You can hear that shit sizzle. You know what I mean? Like, and then flies would come around because it's greasy and it's hot and it's sweet smelling.
Right, you're right.
3 flowers, right? Fuck, dude.
You mentioned what's the dumbest thing. Initially, you said what's the dumbest thing you ever did, but then you added to your hair.
Yeah.
What is the dumbest thing you ever actually did? 7th grade science class. We were messing with these acids. Yeah, dude, this is. And I was trying to show off to some people, trying to act cool.
Right.
And what I did was I poured some acid on my left arm. Like
shit, Tony.
below the elbow, between the elbow and the wrist.
Okay.
Probably a little bit closer to the wrist. And so I poured some just to show how macho I was. And so what happened is it ran down my arm, and I was wearing a watch, so it actually stopped at the watch, and it built up right there. And it burned like shit. So I put, I hurried up and put some water because there's sinks in there.
Right.
And then I asked to go to the restroom.
Shit.
So I went to the bathroom and I'm trying to, wash it off. And it burned, but not enough to I wasn't crying or anything, but it was a good sting.
Right.
And I didn't tell the teacher or anything. Well, my skin had turned green. It almost looked like a scab.
Okay.
But it looked like a green scab. So the initial part where it dripped down, that faded within maybe a couple of months. But the actual green part where it actually burned my skin,
right?
I still have the mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Tony.
I forgot all about that.
So I got a lot of ties for stupid shit that I did. Hopefully these people don't live here anymore. But before, when I first moved out here, from where Circle K's at all the way up the street, there was maybe 4 houses or 5 houses on that entire block.
Right.
And so I used to go out with my BB gun. I could walk out the front door, walk across the street, walk over. And so if you walk straight across out of my front door through that block right there.
Okay.
And across the next street and turn left, you'd go. That house wasn't there. None of those houses that are right there. You'd go up and on top of a dike. So it was like a flood wall or a dike, right? So we would go down there, and I'd take my BB gun and I'd shoot at shit down there with whatever. And I had one of those pump ones that everybody has. Crack, 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 right? So I had been running around in that fucking gorge down there. And I ran up towards the top of the street, okay? Now, at the top of the street up here, there used to be a cutout that went right, and it took you all the way across the desert, maybe 1.5 miles to the house that was out there.
When you say a cutout, I mean, is it a pathway?
It's just you're driving through the desert, dude, just a path.
Okay.
So I had went across from the path, and I thought, I wonder if I can hit that house with my BB gun from where I was at. Now, at my age, I thought it was probably about 1.5 miles out. It might not have been that far when I was a kid. So I pumped it up, popped the BB in it, and I shot at the window. Now, I don't know if I hit the window. I'm assuming that I did. Because as soon as I put it down and started looking, I saw dust up. And I saw this truck storming down the road. And I thought, oh, shit. I ran across the street. And when he saw me, he started honking. I'm not going to stop. Boom, dude. I was fucking running, dude. And so, it would flood out here every once in a while, and so there would be little cutouts, little gorges where you could hide, and they couldn't see you if they were on flat surface. So, and the guy had a 4x4, so he could go out there and chase me, right? So I'm fucking running, and I'm fucking out there, and I'm running and jumping over gorges and shit, and I finally got into one that was deep enough where he couldn't cross, and I'm running down that one, and I'm laying down there I was playing fucking army with this guy, right? Dude, I had to stay out there for 2 hours till it got dark.
Damn.
I was laying in the fucking gorge oh my God, I hope he goes home soon. My mom's going to fucking kill me. It's already getting dark. All these things are going through my head, right? Luckily, the dude left, bro. I was able to get home. I couldn't go out with my BB gun for a couple of weeks. I didn't fucking want him, I didn't want to get caught out there with it and be like, hey, you're the kid that fucking, no, sir, not me. And then I remember one time, so about 5 houses down from where I live, there's a duplex. And I was friends with the kid that lived in that duplex. So again, before when I moved down here, there was like very few houses out here. Like very few, like there was very few people out here.
Right.
So I could run from my house straight through the desert over to his house. There was no houses there, right? So I came over, and then so his house. So here's the so if you're looking from the street, the duplex is one and then one behind it. They're not side by side. There's one and one behind it.
All right.
Okay. So you would have to drive down the front of the duplex, and then they had a brick wall, and it made a wraparound, and you can come out the other side of the duplex to leave. Okay. So, but the brick wall wasn't complete. As you made the come around, they only had it to block the sand. So on the other side of when that wall ended, there was a pile of sand that came all the way down to where we were so we could run up the sand. And when we ran up the sand and we were on the other side of the wall, there was only about 3 feet of wall left. The rest was all sand.
Right.
So this old man that lived in the house had these barrels, these 50-gallon drums back there. And he had like 50-gallon drums of nudie magazines. Right? And we didn't know for a long time. We finally discovered them. And we were like, oh, shit. So we were sitting there and we're looking at nudie magazines, looking through the magazines or whatever. And somebody brought out matches. Hey, let's burn them. All right. So we fucking lit those bitches on fire, dude. They were so dry, Tony. So dry. They went up like that, dude. And as soon as we saw the fire and it started coming high out of the barrel, and they had tamarisk trees right there, and the flame was within feet of the tamarisk tree.
Wow.
Had it gone any higher, we would have burnt that down, burnt the fucking house, all the shit that he had, right? So as soon as we saw it getting kind of big, I said, fuck that, I'm out. I ran down the hill. I ran across the street back home, right? And it must have been early, dude. It must have been like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Hey, Mom, can I get in the bath and go to bed? Why? What'd you do? Nothing? Okay, Cabron, go get in the bath. Go get ready. So I'm in the bath, and she's in there helping me get, cleaned up or whatever. And the phone rang. And I just put my head down, and I'm like, I'm fucked. And then I was wet, bro. Fuck. So my dad said, Mildred, Denise wants to talk to you. Fuck. I'm sitting there, and I just have my head down, just shaking. And she, you think it's funny lighting fires in people's backyard, cabrón? What's up? Get out. Get out, cabrón. Oh, my God. Don't put your hand in the way. How you going to get my mask, cabrón? Oh, shit, bro. I got the ass whooping of a lifetime. I think those two are probably about the most equal. So I'm going to leave those stories right there. I got more, but we're going to leave them right there.
One crazy thing we did when we were younger was we used to live in Veterans Track over there by Duluth Park.
Okay.
And there's a what do they call that? A youth center out there now. We were there when it was being built. So it was still frames. It was like enclosed already, but the inside looked like a Costco.
Okay.
And we were there with a bunch of kids, and let me tell you, that thing's like 2 stories high.
Oh, wow.
We were climbing up in the rafters. And, dude, that's a drop. If
you would have fallen, you'd have been done.
Oh, dude. Crazy stuff like that. And then I remember some of the kids we were with, they would throw, like, coffee cups, and just to hear them smash on the ground.
Oh, fuck.
Just tearing the place up for no reason. And then one time we were tearing the place up, and a worker came. Hey! Luckily, he was like all the way on the other side, and we just took off running.
Holy shit,
but
dude.
The craziest thing, like I said, man, was just being up in the rafters, just crawling around, just looking down. Dude.
Just crazy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't personally go, like, crawling too far out.
Yeah.
To where, because I'm scared of heights and stuff.
I am too.
But I was up there just because I didn't want to be called a sissy. But yeah, that's pretty much as far as I went. But dude, these crazy kids will crawl all the way through to the other side. I'm like, you guys are nuts.
Listen, no, I'm staying right here where I got at least something I could try to get onto. Well, like I said, we were. I lived out here, and there was before there was In-N-Out, no Carl Jr., no Burger King. There was nothing. We just before there used to be a top deck all the way down by the freeway. It was, and there was no overpass to get onto Monterey. There was no freeway right there.
Okay.
It ended at the fucking freeway. So to go to Palm Desert, you'd have to go straight down Ramon Road to Bob Hope and up Bob Hope, and then get all the way to Country Club, take a left on Country Club to get to Monterey, to take a right to go into Palm Desert to go to the mall. Now, I remember my dad, I always had a bike, and I would sometimes, you know where Popeyes is, right? Out on Washington?
Yeah.
So I would take my bike, and me and my 2 or 3 friends would ride all the way down Ramon Road and wrap around because there was a Del Taco out there. And we would fucking ride our bikes. Well, it was actually a Noggles. So we would ride our bike out there to go to fucking Noggles. And then we'd ride back. So I remember one day it was kind of overcast, and hey, we're gonna go to the mall. How you gonna go to the mall? We'll ride our bikes. No, cabrón, no, okay, don't take your bike. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Dad, all right. So my friends were like, hey, we're gonna go, dude. Oh, man, my dad said I can't go. Come on, don't be a pussy. All right, fuck it, let's go. So sure enough, dude, down Ramon Road, up Bob Hope,
Man.
all the way down to, I made it to Country Club before my tire blew out. And I didn't have a spare on the bike, and I didn't have a pump with me. Although I knew how to fix all that shit on the fly. We just didn't carry one. And fuck, we didn't have fanny packs back then, and nobody wore a backpack, so we were like, fuck it, let's go. So I remember there was a Palm Springs Savings Bank there on the corner. I had to go in and say, can I borrow your phone? My bike got a flat tire. To call my dad. Hey, Dad, my bike got a flat tire. Well, bring it home. Yeah, but I'm right here by the hospital. What, cabrón? You're where? I said, yeah, I'm right here on what streets are these? Say, you're on Bob Hope and Country. I'm on Bob Hope and Country. You're, cabrón, te fuiste, you went all the way over there on your pinche bike after I told you que no? Yeah, well, let's figure out, you better figure out how to get it home. I'm not coming to get you. I had to walk my fucking bike home from Monterey and Country Club, bro. I learned some, that's how everything went. Oh, okay. You want to go learn to do shit? And I tell you no, go ahead.
When I was in, I think it was like we were in 10th grade, we going to the Day Festival.
Mm.
And my mom at the time didn't drive. Single mom. We didn't have a car.
Okay.
And then I went with 2 other buddies. One of the buddies' parents took us. Specifically told us, we're not picking you up. We'll take you, but, you guys don't want to come home at 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. We're not coming to get you, so you need to make other arrangements. We all knew my mom didn't drive. So the assumption was the other guy, his mom would have to pick us up.
Oh,
so
shit.
we assumed that's how it was going to be. So, like I said, we got dropped off at the Day Festival. One guy, the guy whose parents dropped us off, he had a girlfriend, so she came with us. So there's 4 of us. We were at the Day Festival, having fun. Midnight. I don't remember what time they closed. All right, time to go home. Hey, buddy, call your mom. I'm not calling my mom. It's late. She's not going to come and get us. We were like, but his parents said that they're not going to come and get us if they dropped us off. And he was like, and? My mom don't drive. And?
Damn.
So, dude, we called the original guy's parents to come and get us. They were like, we are not going to pick you up. You guys can figure it out. So, dude, we were ready to walk from the Indio to Palm Springs. So we were even saying we'll make it back by the time the sun comes up. I don't remember exactly how far the Day Festival is to the main street where In-N-Out is now.
Okay.
But we walked that, and that seemed like it was forever.
It is. That's like you're about a block from where the AM/PM is, and then probably about another 2.5 blocks to In-N-Out, more or less. So about 3.5 blocks, probably.
So what is
3 blocks? I don't know.
I mean, they're long blocks, kid.
Yeah, like 1.5 miles, 2 miles.
So we huffed it. Well, we went to that Winchell's Donuts.
Oh, okay.
So
ooh, that's oof.
And because they're open 24 hours.
Yeah, that's no nice spot right there, though.
So we made it to the Winchell's, and we were like, we're not gonna make it.
Hey, for those of you old school cats, that's across from where J.C. Penney's used to be, and the fucking pick and save, right? So you got to Winchell's.
We got to Winchell's, and my buddy decided to call his parents again, the original guy, because again, the dude whose mom we assumed would come and get us. He was like, I'm not calling. He even actually, now that I remember right, he actually said, and it turned out to be a lie. He said, my mom unplugs the phone at night so nobody bothers her. So we're like, we believed him at the time. So we called the first dude's parents again, and they were like, call a cab. When he gets here to drop you guys off, we'll pay for it. But
y'all got to come to my house and do yard work.
Yeah. Well, no. You all got to spend the night because we're not paying for everyone to get home, all that kind of good stuff. And then they made, if I remember right, they made the girl's parents come and get her because obviously she couldn't spend the night.
Right.
So this goes back to what we spoke about last week. When the cab finally came and picked us up, they made me sit in the front with them. You know? I wound up falling asleep on the way home.
Oh, shit.
As I always do. And when we got to the place, you know, they were laughing because they said the taxi driver was falling asleep taking us home.
Oh shit!
So we had bought stuff, you know, whatever it is you buy it there. They said every time he would nod off, they would ruffle the bags to wake him up, you know, and then they would actually start talking loud to get him to wake up.
Oh shit!
And
dude.
luckily, I was asleep the entire time. I missed it all.
Fucking Tony. That sounds like you. What happened? What? No, I didn't notice that. I was asleep. Oh man, the Date Festival. Damn, I wonder if they're gonna have it this. Well, it should have been this month, right? Isn't it in February?
Actually, they actually said. I saw a news story. I didn't see the whole story. It might not even come back anymore.
At all?
At all.
Really?
Yeah, because the actual city manager of Indio said they lose money on it every year. It's like a losing proposition for them.
Really?
So with this year, and was it canceled last year? No.
Yeah, last year was canceled.
Was it? Are you sure?
Oh no, last year it wasn't. Tom.
We went to watch Vanilla Ice at free concert. Hey, don't look at me like that. He went hard, kid. Vanilla Ice went hard. Plus, he had Coolio. He had.
Okay, Coolio. Yeah, okay.
I went for. I didn't need Coolio. Vanilla Ice put on a show.
All right. Did you sing along because you knew all the words too, right? It just said dun 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 dun. Fucking Tony jumped up and said, "Oh shit, that's my jam!"
Yo, you know what happened? Remember, there was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that came out.
Yeah,
and he did a song called Ninja Rap or something.
It was called Turtle Power.
Okay, he sang that. He did that song, and somebody came out in the turtle outfit.
Nuh-uh.
Legit one too. It was hard, kid. It went hard. I ain't gonna lie. I had a great time. We had a great time.
That's fucking hilarious. Holy shit. So, okay, so let me ask you this. So, you guys were talking about going to the fair, right?
Yeah.
And your wife said, hey, you know what? Well, maybe we should go and see who's going to be in concert.
No. Well,
so what happened? Tell me. How did it work out? A friend of
ours got tickets.
Okay.
And 3 couples went. 1, 2. Yeah, 3 couples. She actually said, hey, we got tickets to go to the concert, Vanilla Ice, and da-da-da. You guys want to roll? And we were just like, yeah, couples night, you know. Cool.
Come on, deep down inside, you were really excited, though, right?
Yeah, I couldn't care less. But I'll be honest with you, I enjoyed myself. Dude, Vanilla Ice is no joke.
All right, I believe you do. I've never.
You want to hear a funny story though too? My old lady in high school did beauty school.
Okay. Cosmetology.
Yeah. Like she would leave 5th, 6th period and go to Indio.
ROP.
Yeah, something like that. And dude, she ran into a girl that she used to do ROP with. They were friends, you know. They would hang out even, you know, throughout high school. She hung out with her maybe a couple times after high school, you know, just girls' night type deal.
Right.
But you're still talking 30 years ago.
Oh, shit.
And, dude, they ran into each other. Funniest thing in the world.
Fuck.
They used to be pretty tight, too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Has it been that long since we've been in school?
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Well, 89, right? So, 99, 09, 90. Damn, 32 years?
Yeah.
Holy shit, Tony.
30. Yeah. Yeah. We're getting old, kid. Well, I mean...
What are we still recording for, dude? It's like past dinner, past nap time. Fuck.
Well, I'll be honest with you. You didn't know, but we're not going to be able to record a week from tonight.
Why?
It's my 50th birthday.
Holy shit, Tony. You're going to be 50?
50. Half a century, kid. I just talked to this about my mom. She's like, you're going to turn 50.
Fuck. Yeah, I mentioned something to my mom the other day. She said, "What, you're going to be 50? Yeah.
Dude.
Well, you're fucking way older than I am. I don't turn 50 till September. Dude, what does it feel like?
Well, I'm going to be straight up with you. And matter of fact, we kind of had this conversation with my wife and daughter and I today. That, dude, like, I've got the habit now of, like, when I get up, I'm like, ugh. Dude, putting on my socks for this evening. Ugh. I even told my wife, I think my socks are shrinking because I was like pulling them up. Dude, everything hurt. Not everything hurts. I mean, I shouldn't say it's that bad, but yeah, dude, I can't pop right out of bed anymore when I'm done sleeping.
Really?
Yeah. If I sleep wrong, forget it.
Well, I think part of mine is my age and part of me is because I'm fat, but trying to stand up, dude, my fucking knees. And don't let something fucking fall on the floor and make me have to get down and get it. Because if it was in an open area, then fuck it, it's got to stay there because I'm not gonna have anything to help me get back up. You know what I mean? I kick it over towards the wall so I can hold on to the wall to get back up.
Well,
I can't.
I'll tell you what. In the mornings, when I get out of bed and I start, walk to the bathroom,
yeah,
my feet start to hurt. I know it's time for new work shoes. That means like the soles are so low that my feet hurt. And it took me a couple of years to figure that out, because I just didn't think about my shoes.
Wow.
I rocked the Dr. Scholl's inserts.
I can't laugh, dude. I wake up, I got to take aspirin. I got to take 2 different fucking heart pills. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's another reason why I asked you about, your glasses and wondering when you, really start to need them. Yeah, dude, it's, and the other thing is my daughter clowned me the other day, a while back. Sometimes I'll download music.
Okay.
So I was playing a song from her era, let's say.
Okay.
Something new.
Okay.
That I thought was catchy, so I played it. I liked it, so I downloaded it.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
Well, I downloaded the clean version.
Oh my God, Tony. The clean version,
dog. Because
dude, I'm gonna buy you a fucking dark blue and baby blue sweater and a notebook, bitch. Because what are you doing, dude?
Dude,
really?
It gets raunchy.
Bro.
I know, dude. We grew up on
everybody
what?
Say, hey,
yeah,
we
exactly.
want some pussy.
2 Live Crew, NWA. Whatever else.
LL Cool J, EPMD. I mean, Wu Tang. Like what? NWA,
Ghetto Boy.
Yeah, dog.
And
what's fucked up is some of the shit that we used to listen to. If you buy the edited version, there's no song left. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Do you buy? Okay, so when you buy the edited version, do you buy the ones that the word is bleeped out, or like just there's no word, it's just dead air?
No. They
reverse it.
Yeah, they'll either reverse it or they'll use another word that means the same thing, but it's not. the actual bad word.
So what are you buying, fucking Kids Bop? What are you doing? That's what I'm going to... You know what? When you turn 50, I'm going to go buy you the fucking Kids Bop catalog.
Dude, and the funny thing is, like, I was playing it off my laptop or something. I don't know. And again, it's a song that she knew. And
she didn't know that song.
And she was like, you really got to get the edited versions? And I was like, I'm thinking to myself, well, damn, they using bad words and I'm like, yeah, and dude, and now I know how my mom felt when my mom was talking crazy about Madonna rolling around on the stage, singing like a virgin in her wedding dress, and I'm telling her, really? You really? She's just singing. It's just a performance. I'm looking at my mom like she's crazy. And now my daughter's looking at me like if I'm crazy.
You are, Tony, because you're like, holy shit, bro. Because you're...
Okay, how are you going to be 50 years old and let's say singing to that song? You can't be doing that.
Why?
Because you're old. I'm old.
Give a fuck, I am who I am.
Well, and don't get me wrong. I can appreciate the song. I like the song. Like I said, I like the song. But I just don't see myself listening to that song with all them cuss words. And I can't give you an example of what song because half the time I don't even know who it is. I just happened to hear it and I liked it, so I grabbed it.
So, okay.
And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, sometimes if I play a song that's got like bad words in it and my wife's walking by, she's like, what are you listening to? What's all this? So she's part to blame too. She turned me into this. Don't look at me like that just because you grew up with her.
I'm going to buy you a skirt. Bullshit. No, I mean, like in my I guess late 20s, early 30s, I thought, okay, so, because I remember my dad introduced me to music that he listened to. You know what I mean? There's Coasters, fucking Little Richard, Fats Domino, like Chubby Checker, Elvis, like all this Chuck Berry, like fucking rock and roll that was like movement at the time, right?
Right.
And their parents, oh, that's awful music, that's bad music, blah, blah, blah. But it was great. It was entertaining. And they could show that to you and they could share that music with you without the preface of, hey, never sing this shit in public.
Right.
Because I was sitting there and I'm listening to Snoop and I was, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay. Shit. How am I going to say that in front? Like, you know what I mean? How do you do that in front of your kids? I'm not going to lie, Tony. I'm not going to lie. Blood on a limb here. When I got married and Sebastian was born, told you about how my ex-wife and her family are very religious and blah, blah, blah. I used to listen to fucking VeggieTales, bro. Like, that was in the car. That's what we fucking listened to all the time. Like, the fucking cheeseburger song. There's a song in either Chinese or Japanese that the fucking kids know because it was on the disc and they would sing along.
It was all about the Wiggles for us.
Oh my God, dude. Like, and then like, my wife would get in the car with us and we'd be in the van or whatever. And I'd like it. I like my music loud. Like, should be a fucking concert wherever you go. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I grew up, right? Every fucking car I've ever had a system in it. Just first thing I do, right? So, not in the van though. Okay, no, it's too loud. Turn it down. Turn it down. And then I had got my car, and I had a system put in it and shit. And Sebastian would get in the car, and I'd turn it up because Mom wasn't around. Say, hey, dude, check this shit out. You know what I mean? Pop, pop, pop. And he's sitting in the back seat with his hands over his ears, like, turn it down, turn it down. I can't hear myself think. Oh my God. And it was terrible for him. Like even now, like he's oversensitive to sound. So sometimes if it's and it's really weird because he'll play the shit out of his guitar loud. But like when he's watching a movie and the effects are really loud, it bothers him.
Oh, wow.
It's a trip, dude. But he's the one but Milo, hey, turn it up, Dad. And we'd sit there and fucking loud and he'd be back there, just doing his shit, dude. But yeah, I mean, I get the whole, like there's a turning point. And it was really weird. I always wanted to sit and talk with Snoop about that transition because, you know, when he's on stage or whatever, he still talks or wants to be hood and wants to be blah. But, and you know, it's hard because you want to say at some point or maybe even think, oh, fucking Snoop's a sellout, right? Because he's fucking talking all this, woofing all this gangster shit, but he'll go into a board meeting. Yes, I'll do a fucking, what was that fish movie he did with Will Smith or whatever, where he's a Jamaican fish, or he was doing all these other cartoon movies.
He's looking to get paid,
right? He's looking to get paid, but it's a soft sell because he's not cussing, but he's selling his aura.
Yeah, but I mean, it ain't like in the '80s when MC Hammer was the sellout because nobody did it, and so when MC Hammer did it. Oh, he's a sellout. Remember the BKs, the British Knights, the shoes? Yeah. I don't remember what else he did. And he was considered a sellout. Because
and then he had his cartoon too, right?
Right, yeah. But now everybody does it. I mean, so it's
So, and like Cube too, talking all this shit, you know, blah, blah, blah. Oh, the man and this and that. I'm sure he doesn't get all hard and act like that when he goes into these board meetings to make, you know, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
But here's the thing. I remember an interview with somebody kind of on that subject. It was a musician that he was saying that the boardroom has now changed. It's not necessarily all the stuffy guys in the suits and stuff like that.
Right.
The boardroom is becoming more.
It's the guys on fucking skateboards and hover-rounds.
So it's not necessarily the yes sir, the no sir. I mean, they still got to get business done, of course, but it ain't like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, it's just one of those things. But I think that's how most adults adult. You flip flop. You have to. You can't lose yourself completely, so you hang on to that.
You know, yeah. Lose
your sense of self.
Yeah, well, I kind of, in a sense, did that. It's funny because, like, the music, for example, I hardly played anything that was crazy in front of my kids. You know, let them establish their taste in music, never pushed anything on them. And it was funny. It was around my daughter's 21st birthday. It might have even been. Remember, I told you we rented a bus. So on the way back, you know, we were able to play music off of my iPod on the bus.
Okay.
Somebody told me to put on "Shake That Monkey" by Too Short.
Okay. And
so I was like, so I played it. And I don't know if my daughter was singing to it or I was like, how do you know this? And she's like, what are you talking about? I said, I purposely never played stuff like this in front of you. She goes, I went to public school, Dad. And I was like, she goes, I've been listening to this for years. And I was just like, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean.
And like I said, I stopped listening to a lot of that stuff just because I didn't want it to be a bad influence on the kids.
Yeah, it's hard, dude. It really, like, because, you know, I was still doing radio when my kids were born and they were young and shit. And so for the first, which I guess Sebastian was a little bit older, 6, let me see, 99 to 2000. Yeah, so he was about 8 years old when me and his mom separated. So for all that time, very little of the music that I listened to did he ever hear. You know what I mean? Because it was all fucking VeggieTales. Jesus Christ. Can't believe I talk about it. And we watched that all the time. And, you know, that was their cartoon for a while. And I even started going down that Christian walk. And,
oh, wow.
You know, I've always never been a fan of religion. And it was all for those reasons of, you know, being judged and people being judgmental about who you were and, you know, the shit that you've done and who you are. And I didn't want to, my wife was at a point, we need to go to church. Let's go to church, blah, blah, blah. You know, the kids need to know about church. Let's go for them. All right, let's go. I said, but I don't want to tell anybody what I do. So let's figure out oh no, we're not gonna hang out with anybody. Blah, blah. Our first fucking day there. Hi, how are you? We're so and so. We'd like to welcome you. Blah blah blah. Maybe you'd like to come over for dinner, or we can come by to your home. And I was like, nope, you ain't coming to my house. You were not coming to my house. I'm cool. I'm coming to you. I'm coming here. This is the house of God. This is where I want to do it. You need to come to my house. So my wife, because she grew up in that Christian thought process and doing all that kind of shit, and her parents would do that kind of shit. And so I said, well, if you want to go out to lunch or you want to go do something like that, we can go, and blah blah. So it was 3 couples, and we're sitting there, and it was an African American couple and a white couple, and then me and my wife, the mixed couple. And we're at lunch or whatnot, and blah blah. And the guys, oh, so what's your name? Oh, my name's Mingo. Blah blah blah. Mingo. He said, you wouldn't have to be Mingo for the radio, would you? Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, work. Oh, okay. Oh, it's a little out there, isn't it? Yeah, it can be, but it's all fun, whatever, whatnot. I said, but I'm not here to talk about what I do. You know what I mean? Blah blah. Oh, okay. So the white guy that was with him, really, you're on the radio? Yeah. Hey, do you give out tickets to Disneyland? I was like, hey, yeah, we got to get going. Oh, no. I was just asking. But maybe the next time if you get some, or, you get some sort of prize, you can pass them along. And I was like, yeah, we don't get that many very often. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, don't, dude, you just met me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't say, hey, so where do you work? Oh, you work at McDonald's? Hey, you got a hamburger with you? Fucking hungry. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of, like, I know that it's different. I know that it's a different kind of thing, like, because I always did have CDs and T-shirts in the back of my car. But that was for, like, when I went somewhere and I met someone, hey, man, I love your show. I listen to you all the time. Cool, let me get you a CD and a T-shirt. I got some in the car. Come on. Right?
Right.
That's different. But if I'm sitting down and, hey, you're so-and-so, hey, yeah, you got any goodies?
Right.
Like, well, fuck, I'm looking for tires. Do you work at a tire shop?
But how do you create new friends with that kind of outlook? As I don't want to go out to dinner because they're gonna be asking me for stuff. I mean,
you kind of don't. I think that was the point at which I started kind of staying at home, became a homebody, because I didn't want that. You know what I mean? But I didn't have contact with my old friends either.
I'm sorry about that too.
Yeah.
Marking you up and
huh?
I'm sorry about marking you up and stuff. We're gonna bring that up again.
Oh yeah. I might have forgiven you earlier if you invited me to shit, but giving you a second chance earlier. But whatever. Just kidding. So it was just it was one of those things where it was like, yeah, I didn't want to go, and then I was forced to go places. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got to go to the fucking nightclubs. You got to go, and then I'm at the nightclub. My ex-wife's blowing me up, like, oh, when you coming home?
Right.
What's going to? I'm here to work. I'm here from 10 to midnight. I'll be home within 15 minutes after the doors close. Well, are you drinking? Well, yeah, if people buy me drinks, I want to drink. I need to drop my shoulders so I can relax. And I don't like being at clubs. I don't like being somewhere where it's dark and I can't see people. I don't know who's around me. Like, it's just, it makes me really uncomfortable. So usually when I was at a club, I'd be outside smoking and I'd come back inside and do my thing and then right back out. You know what I mean? Be out on the patio having a drink, talking with people, bullshitting, then back in to get on the mic and right back outside.
Right.
And, oh, well, you're out having fun and blah, 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 and I'm here with the kids. Well, get a babysitter and come with me. I don't care. Like, what? And so it got to the point where, going places wasn't fun for me. Going to hang out and yeah, you'd meet people, but it was always that whole thing. And then, like, I kind of, like you said, I lost sense of self. Like, you know what? Yeah, I'm the radio guy, but I'm also me. Like, you know what I mean? And it was even worse after, like, when we got divorced and we were apart. I wasn't in radio anymore. I'm like, well, fuck, who am I? I'm not the guy on the radio anymore. I'm not married anymore. I'm not the married guy anymore. You know what I mean? Like, who do I want to be? Like, how do I make like, I was always really good at doing the Madonna, because Madonna always came back and recreated herself and was a bigger star than when she left. You know what I mean? She was really good at reinventing herself. And I took the time. I guess I tried to take the time, but I don't think I ever figured out exactly who or how I wanted to be. And I kind of became an introvert. I sit at home all the time. I go to work. I come home. Like, I don't go out there to meet people or to establish relationships and shit like that. Just because it puts me on edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny because one of the good things about marrying your high school sweetheart, which I did,
right,
is our different groups of friends we can fit in.
Right.
Meaning the new friends that we've met, and the new friendships we've established over the last however many years, we've met as a couple.
Right.
So it's like our family, their family, some of my best friends now. And yet I can still hang out with, or I should say we could still hang out with like you and our old friends, because you guys knew us when we were single, but we were together.
Right.
And so it's like we don't have a problem
fitting into places,
fitting anywhere.
And not that, I don't, Tony. I mean, I'm a chameleon. I can go in and hang out in any space and be okay. I can mix with anybody. I just don't have the desire to. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of, I don't know, dude. I got to a place in my life where it was just like, fuck, I don't want to meet new people telling my life story and fucking judge me for this or drill me about fucking radio for hours. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, dude. Like, radio was such a great thing, but it was also, there was a lot of sour time in there. And a lot of shit people. Like, when you're in radio, everybody's your friend.
Yeah, okay.
And everybody in radio is your friend. They all want to hang out. They all want to know you. They all want to pick your brain about shit. But as soon as you're out of radio, fucking nobody knows you. They don't text you. They don't call you. They don't take your calls. Like, it's really weird, dude. Like, everybody they just turn your back on you. They don't need you anymore because you can't do anything for them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there was a lot of harsh realities with doing that and getting out of it, and again trying to figure out, okay, so who am I? Where do I go? What do I do? You know what I mean? So then I came back here. Yeah, it's just one of those weird things, dude. You know what I mean? So let's get away from this conversation. I don't like it anymore. There's something I want to ask you. I need your assistance with, because I almost feel like I went overboard. And I don't know if I did or if I'm justified for how I feel. So, I bought that TV, right?
What TV?
The little TV in the living room.
Oh, the little one?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so I bought it online, and it took them 3 weeks to get it to me. So I got it. 2 days later, I had it mounted.
Okay, you got it. It took you how long to actually physically get it?
To physically be delivered 3 weeks.
Damn. Okay.
Right? So I was like, all right, well, I got a deal on it. It's going to be a great TV. It's a great company. I mean, it's an LG TV, right?
Okay.
So it's got all the bells and whistles, 4K, whatever, right? So spent the money, got it mounted on my wall. Looks fucking tits McGee, right?
Yes, it does.
And so it worked for about a month. On the day of the month, I was cleaning something in the kitchen. I come back out, and then there was, just to the left of middle of the screen, there was about a 1-inch stripe right down the TV that was white. And then a bunch of stripes next to it that were like rainbowish color, right? Like probably about 8 stripes. Panic set in. Like, I'm like, oh shit. Fuck, my brand new TV. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I was on a Sunday. I had Monday off. Told myself, just calm down. Call them tomorrow. Get it straightened out. So I ordered it from Walmart. So I called Walmart in the morning and said, hey, look, here's the deal. I got it this day. I bought it this day. It was delivered to me this day. I mounted it this day. It's been on for 30 days. I have 3 stripes on the TV. Can I bring it back to you? No, it's more than 30 days old.
Okay. Wow.
I said, okay, so you you're not going to back the product that you sold me. And, well, no, but it's still under warranty, or did you buy the extended warranty? Yes, I did. Okay, well, then call them and blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So I went round and round with her for about 10 minutes and got nowhere. So I said, okay, fine, I'll fucking call that other company. So I called the extended warranty company through Walmart. And they were like, well, how long have you had the TV? Fuck, dude, like 30 days, bro. He says, oh, no, that's still under warranty under the manufacturer. You need to call them first. All right. So I go online, and I'm my panic is above my limit at this point. Calm myself down a little bit, call them, because I was trying to do it through the phone. Like you don't have to call, you could just set the service up.
Right.
Well, the service wouldn't let me go through. It wouldn't let me set up service on the phone. So I tried it on my laptop. Wouldn't let me set up service. So now I'm fucking anxious and I'm angry. So I called somebody. Hey, no problem, buddy. Send me a picture of the TV. So I sent him a picture of the TV. He said, oh, yeah, look like manufacturer defect. No problem. Somebody from service center call you in 1 hour. Okay, cool. So an hour later, some other dude sound just like the first dude called me. Yes, sir, I'm calling about your television. Okay. Can you send me pictures, please? So I sent him a picture of the TV. Oh, yeah, no problem. It's under warranty. It's a manufacturer defect. You can tell just by looking at it. No problem. I'll order it. I said, okay, so what are we looking at? How long is it going to take you to get it? He said 5 to 10 days.
And when they say they'll order it, what is it?
The panel, because you have to replace the whole, basically the whole innards of the TV, basically. So he said, it'd take me 5 to 10 days. I said, okay. He said, but I'll call you as soon as I get it and we'll make arrangements. Okay, cool. So now it's the 11th day and I hadn't heard from him. So I called. Oh, yeah, I have it. I just don't have anybody to come down there to put the panel in. Okay. How's that my fault?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but you're getting paid from the company to come down here. I realize you're out of Beverly Hills and it doesn't probably make business sense to send one person down here to fix one TV and go back, but you shouldn't have accepted the job if you didn't want to do it. Is in what I said in my head. I didn't say that to him. I was like, okay.
Okay, well, so the company you're speaking to that doesn't have somebody to come out.
Right.
They're not with the manufacturer?
No, they're an outside vendor that does repairs for them.
Okay.
The service center that they deal with, service provider. So he says, you know what, maybe I can do Monday or Tuesday of next week. He said, but I'll call you. Okay. Trying to be patient, Tony. Trying to be patient. So I talked to him on a Wednesday because that would have been the 11th day was a Wednesday or maybe it was a Thursday. I don't know. So I said, okay, I'll wait till Monday or Tuesday. Never heard from him. So on Wednesday, I call him back. He said, yeah, I just don't have anybody to go out there. I may be able to do it next week, but I'll call you. I said, so you can't give me a definitive date as to when you're going to send somebody to fix my TV? No, I just don't know when I'm understaffed and blah, blah, blah. All right. So I get on the LG website and I call and this little girl, Filipino girl, gets on the phone. Look, I had a best friend that was Filipino and had a really thick accent, and I'm really good at being able to listen and figure out what they're saying. I didn't understand dick this chick was saying. And it may have been because I was already angry and frustrated in the whole bit. So she's going back and forth, and I'm like, listen, you don't understand. I bought this TV. I paid $1,400 for this TV. Okay? I said, it took you guys 3 weeks to get it to me. I had it on and mounted for 30 days, and I didn't use it every day those 30 days. I said, but on the 30th day, I got stripes down the middle of my TV. I says, and now, from that date to now, we're talking 15 days already that I don't have a TV that works. I said, I bought that television with a reasonable expectation of being able to watch it for several years without any kind of problems.
Right.
And understanding that if I did have a problem, you'd take care of it. She says, well, I don't know what to do. I said, well, let me tell you. I said, because I've worked in retail and I managed a service center and I managed several businesses. What you need to do is put me on hold and call that service center and say, hey, listen, I got a customer on the phone that's really upset because you're not giving him a date to go fix his TV. What do we need to do to get him a date? Let me have it so I can let him know and we'll get it taken care of. So she gets off the phone with me. She says, okay, hold on. So she calls and she gets back on the phone and she says, okay, he said that probably next week. I said, well, isn't that what I told you? He told me when we started this conversation. Yeah. I said, so what have you done? What have you done to fix this? I said, you've done nothing. I said, okay, so when's he going to call me? Oh, he'll call you Monday. I said, well, Monday's already next week. He's going to push me out again another week. I said, by the time you guys fix it, it's going to be fucking November again. I said, that's not acceptable to me. Put a manager on the phone. So then she puts me on hold for about 15 minutes.
Ooh.
And I'm stewing at this fucking point, right? So she puts me on hold for about 15 minutes. She comes back and she says, well, okay, so I have a manager, but, because of COVID, we all work at different locations. We're not all together. So I'm going to have to hang up with you. And the manager will call you back within 5 minutes. So I took a deep breath and I told her, I said, okay. I said, I'm going to hang up. I said, I expect a call in 5 minutes. If I don't get a call in 5 minutes, I'm going to call back. And I'm not going to be anywhere near as nice as I'm being right now. No, I understand your frustration. I promise you I'll call you back in 5 minutes. Okay. So I hung up. Sure enough, within 5 minutes, another Filipino gentleman calls me.
Oh, good. Okay.
I could understand this guy. Very, very soft-spoken, fairly intelligent, right? So he's telling me, he said, hey, I understand, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what are you going to do to help me? He says, well, they've already told you that it'll be... Bro, listen to me. I said, I've had that TV. It was on and mounted in my house for 30 days. So we're working on 15 days waiting for this to get fixed now. I says, and the last girl didn't help me. She says, well, sir, she called. Yes, and that's why I asked to speak to you. What are you going to do to remedy this situation? I said, what you need to do, I said, it's called customer service, Jesse. And this is what you're going to do. You're going to put me on hold, and you're going to call that customer service center that has my panel. I said, because now if you send me to a different one, I'm going to have to wait another 10 days for them to get the panel from that company and then decide when they're going to come and fix my TV, Jesse. So what you're going to do is put me on hold and call that guy and find out what date. See, because I don't mind waiting. I want a definitive date as to when it's going to get done. I don't think that that's unreasonable. And he says, okay, hold on. So Jesse puts me on hold. And I'm on hold for about 8 minutes. And he gets back on the phone. He says, okay, good news. They're going to fix it next week. Okay, what day next week? Oh, well, they're going to call you. I said, Jesse, when's he going to call me? Oh, no later than Monday. I said, Jesse, that's already next week. I said, and you're not helping me. You're telling me the same shit that person said. I said, Jesse, right now you're failing me and you're failing LG. I said, life is not good. Your product is hanging in my home broken and you're refusing to fix it. He said, I'm not refusing to fix it. We're going to get it fixed. When? I said, what you should have done, you're a manager, right? It's your job to fix these situations, correct? Yeah. I said, why don't you put me back on fucking hold and call that guy, and I cussed at him, call that fucking guy and tell him, you know what? The guy is rightfully angry. Give me a date as to when you can fix it, because this isn't acceptable at this point. I said, see, the problem is that you guys chose somebody to fix my fucking TV that's 2.5 hours away from me. And so he's got people that'll work in the area where he's at there in Beverly Hills, but he doesn't want to spend the money to send one person out here to Palm Springs to fix one TV and go back.
Right.
I said, how is that my fucking fault? And, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Why not? That's your job. You're failing at your job. You get that, right? You're not solving any. As a matter of fact, you're fucking making it worse. Well, sir, I'm sorry you feel that way. You know what, Jesse? I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this phone call right now. I said, because I'm going to trash you right now. I said, I am so beyond irritated that I can't get somebody to tell me when they're going to come fix the $1,400 fucking TV I paid for. I said, because here you keep getting on the phone to, oh, just wait. I said, well, you motherfuckers didn't send me the TV and say, don't worry about it. We'll come by and pick up the payment later. You wanted that shit up front, and I paid it. I said, but don't worry, Jesse. You know what? I'm going to hang up this phone call, and I'm going to find out who the CEO for LG is, and I'll send him an email. So I got off the phone with him. Within 5 minutes, I sent I found his email. I found out who he was.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck yeah, buddy. So I found out who he was, and I sent him an email. Hey, I'm sorry that I have to send you an email, but I think you should understand how your company works from the outside perspective. And I laid it all out for him. So then LG made a mistake and sent me a link for a review of their service and their product. So I fucking laid into them. And this morning I got a email back from, well, let me tell you what her title is because I was kind of impressed.
Where did you send the email to the CEO?
What's today? Friday? Wednesday.
Okay.
So her name is Akira. I don't want to tell you all the information because I don't want you to call her. I don't want anybody sending her any extra, what do you call it? Here's what she said. And when I read this, bro, I about threw my fucking phone. She said, good morning, Mr. Lopez. This is so-and-so with LG Electronics. My apologies for the delayed response and to hear the issues that you're having with LG TV. I truly understand how frustrating these situations can be and apologize for any inconvenience that this issue may have caused you. I said, I have reached out to the servicer to determine what day they will be available to come out, finish repairs on the television. Please allow 2 to 3 business days for me to receive a response from them. And once I receive an update, I will reach back out to you directly via email. Thank you for your patience. Right? So I read that and I was like, nope, fuck that. I said, hey, thank you for your email. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but I explained, as I explained to the manager 2 days ago, the service center is supposed to call me by Monday, effectively pushing my service date out further. So by you asking for 3 days so you can get a response is of no help. Why is there no sense of urgency to make sure your customer is taken care of? Why can't you pick up the phone and call the outside vendor that's coming to fix my TV and say this is unacceptable? Give me a confirmed date of repair. And for the record, follow up with an email and paper trail, or at this point, just send me a new TV. I said, I'm so frustrated at the lack of interest in trying to fix this. Understand, I paid $1,400 for this TV that worked for a month. That's going to take me longer to get it fixed than it's worked. And then I put disappointed, my name and my phone number. And then I put, please, so-and-so, help me. And I haven't heard back from her.
And you got that? You said you received that this morning?
Yeah, that was this morning. So maybe tomorrow morning she'll respond. Oh, no, tomorrow's Saturday. So maybe Monday.
Monday's a holiday.
Monday's a holiday? Oh, fuck, Tony. Jeez. I'm just going to stand up, kick me in the nuts again. Jesus Christ. Like, am I right to be as frustrated as I am, or am I out of pocket?
No,
Tell
you're
me.
right. Yeah, no, you're totally right. Yeah. I don't have an answer for you because I think I was going to say Walmart really has something to do with it because you bought it from Walmart.
Right, and that was my fight with them. I was like, so you're telling me you're not going to back the product that you sold me? Well, no, but that's what the you have 30 days on all electronics. I said, right, but it took you 2 weeks to get it to me, 3 weeks to get it to me. I said, and then I was able to mount it on the wall. I said, she says, well, you can always bring it down, and I can always. I said, honey, you don't understand. It's a fucking 82-inch TV. I said, it's not like I mounted a 43-inch TV in my living room and I could slide it off the wall and take it to you on my back with no problem. It's a ginormous TV. I said, what? I don't understand where the disconnect is. Fucking help me out here. Help me understand from your perspective why you can't help me. Like it's just been this fight from the get-go with it.
Yeah.
And everybody's, oh, well, fuck that, dude. Fix this shit.
I can't believe your TV's messed up. That's a beautiful TV.
Oh, fucking Tony. You have no idea. And right now, and today they released a fucking Wonder Woman on Vudu. I could be in there watching Wonder Woman 1984 or whatever it is. And no, I can't because she'd have fucking stripes down her face. Or right between her boobs, where that's what you want to see, right? Like, to be honest, some bullshit. So I really tried not to come on and slam them because I don't want to get sued by them for slander, for saying shit I shouldn't say. But man, it's a fucked up situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
what about taking the avenue of saying, why don't you guys have someone here locally?
I did, Tony. I asked her. I said, hey, you can't get anybody closer? I said, look, there's an Aaron's in Coachella. And Aaron sells LG TVs. They have a service provider that comes out to fix them. Why don't you call them and ask them to fucking do this for you? So what I don't understand why there's no sense of urgency to fix it at all. Like, no desire to, hey, I said, who's going to compensate me for the time that I haven't had the TV? I said, we haven't even talked about that part yet.
That is not going to happen.
Yeah, that's not going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to get like a fucking pot holder, an LG pot holder or some shit. Like, oh my God, dude. Frustrated beyond belief.
And I love my TVs. And let me tell you, I'd be going batshit crazy too.
I just, and I got the fucking brand new Xbox connected to it. I can't play the fucking game.
Are you sure you didn't break it yourself?
Like, I pay why would I break that TV?
I'm not saying not like on purpose, but I think maybe one of your sons was messing around and.
Nah, bro. If you look at it, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the TV. You can't see like it, and it's where it was. It wasn't. I didn't hear anybody bump into it. Like, I was watching TV, and I went to the kitchen, and I came back out, and there was stripes.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, just beyond belief, dude. Like, and everybody just, oh well, yeah, 3 days, and we'll get an answer for you. Fuck 3 days. Fuck your 3 days. Fix my fucking TV at this point. You know what I mean? So frustrating.
What's the return policy on that thing?
30 days.
Wow.
And I got a great deal on it because I bought it right before the price went back up, dude. I got a fucking smoking deal on that TV. Normally that TV is $1,700, dude. But I bought the $1,400 version that only works for 30 days. And can't get anybody involved that'll fix it.
So you weren't even able to watch the Super Bowl on that thing?
No.
Oh. Dude. I mean, the players would have looked lifelike on that thing.
Could you imagine? I'm waiting to watch the UFC on that shit. I'm going to be in there fucking fighting Conor McGregor myself. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, bro. So fucking.
In her email, did she include her phone number?
She included a phone number to that service center, but I don't know if I can get a hold of her.
Oh.
But I'm going to try. That's next. Because I don't want to do this shit via email. I want answers. Something needs to be done. Like I said, dude, I would be happy. Just give me a date as to when you're going to come fix it. That's all I want. I just want to know when it's going to be taken care of. I'm in fucking limbo because you won't give me a date as to when you'll come and fix it. Now, granted, if you said, hey, we'll be there in the middle of May, we're going to fucking fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give me, hey, you know what? Dude, I'm sorry. I know that you're waiting to fix it. I'll have somebody out there on Wednesday of next week. Hey, you know what? I understand fucking coronavirus, whatever the situation is. I get it. I can wait till Wednesday of next week. That's a different conversation. You're giving me resolution. Right now, I'm pissing with my dick in the wind. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not getting anywhere. What? It's so funny. You're just having a good time watching me squirm about my fucking TV, huh?
No, well, I'm laughing with you. See, because again, as much as I love my TVs, like dude, when my living room TV went out,
Yeah.
oh my God, I was straight to Costco. I had to go get another one.
Right.
I'm not, and then because I fixed my flat screen twice,
Oh shit.
and
Was it an LG?
No, it was a Vizio.
Okay.
And I was able to fix it. You know, I saw some YouTube videos. And,
Oh, you fixed it yourself?
yeah.
Nice.
And the second time I fixed it, I bought a part off of eBay because couldn't find it new. And it worked for a while, but then the TV went out again. And this is like the third time, so I just bought
It's
a
just
new
done,
one.
yeah.
And so what I did was I took the TV to the local TV repair shop, Charlie's Electronics Repair.
Okay.
And sure enough, it was that same part. And they were like, we could fix it for X amount of dollars. And I was like, yeah, you know, because if it was going to be too much, I was just going to say, you can keep it. I don't care.
Right.
But, it, you know, so it's actually hanging in my son's room.
Wow.
My son's got like a 60-inch sitting on his wall.
Shit. Well, I had a 60 in my living room, and I took that out. That's in my bedroom. So luckily I have that, but it's not the one not the big one that's hanging in my, not the fucking paperweight on my wall. I mean, that's the centerpiece of the whole shit, and it doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a beautiful TV.
Fuck, dude.
It was working.
Dude, I tell you what, I watched Mulan on that shit. Fucking just the colors on that shit are just so like it's a great TV, dude. Don't get me wrong, and that's why I don't want to bash them, because they do have a good product. Okay, but the service and all this bullshit, it just that.
But you know what? That's always the deal. They sell you that warranty. Oh yeah, anything goes wrong, you just bring it in. Anything goes wrong, you just give us a call. But when it comes down to it, come on.
Yeah, right. We already got your money. Said, baby, I got your money. Yeah, well, we'll see.
I remember, like when you used to buy digital cameras. I mean, obviously you got an iPhone now, so you don't even buy those anymore. But the first time I bought a digital camera, oh, you want the warranty? Nah. Well, you know, anything goes wrong, if we can't fix it, we're going to give you a brand new one.
Right.
So it's like, you know what? Yeah, send me that warranty.
Right.
And guess what? Going to a wedding or something, going on a family vacation, turns out my camera don't work, and we're leaving next week. Here you go, Best Buy. It's not working. You said, I got the warranty. Okay, it's going to be like 2 weeks for us to take it in, see what's wrong with it, and we'll get back to you. It's like, I'm leaving next week. Oh, well, yeah, we still have to figure out what's wrong with it.
Oh, you should have broke it last week.
So, but that's the whole thing. It's like,
I remember when Walmart was good, though. Like, something happened and you bought the extra warranty and it was the exchange. Hey, dude, I bought this. Fucker doesn't work. Oh, go ahead. Go grab another one and bring it up.
Yeah, only Costco's like that anymore.
Costco's like, I should have bought the
Oh, yeah,
motherfucker
Costco,
there.
they're great, dude.
Fucking
You can return food.
Nuh-uh.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Shit, I'd like to return shit.
I heard people buy stuff, eat it, and bring it back like half eaten and say, it didn't taste right. They'll be like, okay. Yeah, dog. They'll take everything back.
Yeah, I remember, but Walmart stopped that shit because everybody started taking shit from somewhere else there because there was you know what I mean? Nobody asked any questions. Be like, oh, shit, well, let's pick up so-and-so's TV and take it back. You know what I mean? Bullshit. But, so that's my fight right now, dude. I'm fucking trying to figure out what my next move is, and I'm just not sure, man. Like, I'm so fucking, it's wearing me out.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Wearing me out. I'm tired of arguing about it. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's easy. I mean, I did it for years, dude. Okay, well, it's cool.
I would just say that, now that you got somebody with some authority, you just got to wait out those 2-3 days.
Just drive it right up her ass. Come Monday. Come Tuesday.
Tuesday, yep.
Fucking bullshit. Anything fun you want to talk about before we close this up? Now I'm irritated.
No.
No, nothing? Come on, Tony. Hold on, I got something for you. Hold on. How about Dave Chappelle for the win? The motherfucker fought. He did this special, like a 16-minute special on
60 or 16?
16-minute special about how we shouldn't watch and to don't watch his show on Netflix. I'm not telling you not to watch anything on Netflix. I'm saying just don't watch my show on Netflix, and don't watch it on HBO Max because this, and this. Because they stole my shit. They didn't pay me for it, and CBS sold the catalog and blah 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 and all this bullshit. So it's been about a month and a half since that came out. Well, Netflix is putting the catalog back on, and they've paid Dave Chappelle millions of dollars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now I don't know if it was Netflix or CBS or whoever it was or HBO that paid him, but he's gotten paid for all of his work, and they gave him his name back. He can start another Dave Chappelle show.
Is he going to do that?
I don't know. Because that's what he was talking about. He said, I can't even do another Dave Chappelle show because they own the rights to my name.
That was a funny show.
Yeah.
That show was hilarious.
That was good shit. That was real good sketch comedy.
Yeah.
They need to put a show back on like that. Like SNL was okay. I miss In Living Color.
Yeah. But you know what? Even Dave Chappelle show, you think half those skits couldn't even fly anymore?
Oh, hell no.
You see what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know how fun. I mean, of course it'll be funny, but there's such a tight line they gotta walk.
Yeah, you can't say nothing about nobody no more because probably gonna get letters about today's show. Shit. Good thing is that we own the show, so it don't matter. You know what I mean? But you know what? That just goes to show the power of his stardom. You know what I mean? Like, that's huge, bro, to be able to get, because they didn't have to. It wasn't part of his contract. His contract said that he signed that shit over.
Right.
But they did the right thing and paid him. That's huge.
That's nice. I'm actually going to watch it again once it comes out.
Yeah, I am too. Because I only saw a few of the episodes here and there. I was always working, so I didn't get a chance to see a lot of them.
Oh, dude, I bought the discs.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Dope.
I think it was only 2 seasons, too. But there was a lot of episodes in each season.
It's funny that you say that, dude. I'm watching Don't Laugh, Fucker. I'm watching the Jenna Rivera show, the one on Netflix. You know who she is, right?
The Mexican singer?
Yeah, she's a big time, huge icon.
Didn't she get kidnapped or something like that?
No, well, she did. She was kidnapped and raped at one point, but she died in an airplane accident is how she passed away.
Okay.
So, dude, that bitch had a rough fucking life, dog. I'm sitting there and I'm watching this show. And
Wait. Why she got to be a bitch?
Well, that's what she called herself. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know. She said, I'm hip hop, I'm gangster. Okay, bitch, let's go then. That's how you want to roll. Let's roll. Shit. I ain't mad at you. But she was like, she went through a shit ton of shit, bro. And, I mean, the poor lady, like, she would get kicked while she was down, and she'd get right back up and be even bigger and stronger after that.
Wow.
And she made it really big in a genre of music that was really dominated by men. Like, there's only 2 women that I know of that sang that kind of music. And they both, one kind of rode Jenny's coattails, I would say, in my estimation. I don't know if I'm right or not, but from where I'm sitting, that's what I think.
Who are you referring to?
What the hell's her name? Something del barrio. It's my mom's favorite. Oh, Paquita del Barrio. We saw her here at Fantasy Springs before everything got shut down. Pretty dope, dude. She's a good singer. But they both go on and they trash men. They talk a lot of shit about dudes or whatever when they sing. But anyways, I laughed that you say that it was a long series because they put it on there and they put it on as series, like, you know, series 1 or whatever it is. And series 1, dude, I'm like in episode fucking 56. I thought, goddamn, Telemundo makes some fucking long fucking seasons. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm on fucking episode 56. God damn.
Well, when you say the Jenny Rivera show, I mean, if she's dead, what is it?
It was about her life. So it was like
is it like the Selena series? Like a scripted movie that's just in 7 parts?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
just a biography, a movie.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
But it's I mean, it's loosely based. I would have to say probably loosely
it's
based.
like Selena, where somebody plays her, and
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. The first girl that played her, I liked better than. But I think that the second lady that plays her is probably more like who Jenny really was than the first one, or that Jenny turned into, or whatever. But it was just funny because you said that there was a lot of episodes, and I was laughing at that shit the other day. That fuck, dude, I'm still watching Jenny Rivera. I'm like fucking season 1, and I'm like on number 60 or some shit. Pretty fucking funny.
Is it in English?
It's subtitled, but I can watch it without I can understand
Subtitled
in English.
So it is Spanish.
It's in Spanish, yeah.
Okay.
But you could what's stupid is I'll watch shows like that are in Spanish dubbed in English or English subtitles,
Right.
and I still fucking read the subtitles even though I could fucking understand it. And I'm like, that's not what she said. Fucking arguing with the subtitles and shit. Fuck, I need to get a hobby. I need a girlfriend. God damn it. Fucking arguing with subtitles and shit. It's a really good show though. If you haven't seen it, or if you know anything about her, like it's a really, really good show. Became a fan of her a couple of years ago, and man, she's a really, really good singer.
How long has she been dead?
2012.
And you just got into her now?
No. I was into her like right before she died.
Okay.
Like I knew what was going on, but
I could have sworn that either her or somebody in her family got like kidnapped by the cartel. They wanted money, so they paid.
I might not be at that part of the.
I could be
show
wrong.
yet.
I could be wrong. It's just for some reason I'm thinking that about her.
There was a singer that was on her dad's label, apparently, that was kidnapped. At least that's what they showed in the show. He was kidnapped and murdered. I don't know if that's who it was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, dude, that lady's been through. Well, her first husband molested her sister and their 2 daughters. Yeah, right?
Ouch.
Yeah. I made
wow.
the same fucking face. I was like, Jesus. But it's more, they made it more like the Selena show is just like a show, right? More Americanized. This show is, they make it like a fucking Mexican novela. You know what I mean? Like something like, you know, they start playing the creepy music and then all of a sudden something happens and dun, 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 like the Mexican version of that sound. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh shit, something like if you're not paying, oh, what I missed, something just happened. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I should have been focusing.
And when they play that music, do they do the zoom in on the eyes and the eyebrows go up? Dun,
No,
dun, dun.
yeah, they don't go that deep. That's pretty fucking funny. But yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, it's funny, dude. You should watch that show. It's good. It's kind of funny. You're gonna take you too long to catch up at this point, but and I'm not gonna wait because it just got back to
How
the good
long
part.
is an episode?
About 40 minutes. 45 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot then.
Yeah. That's a lot, dude. It started out where she was 15, she's 42 in 60 fucking episodes. But yeah, dude, she overcame a lot of shit, dude. Like amazing the shit she did, but she was a piece of work there for a while. But now that we're talking about stars, I want to talk to you about this too. You know that they made a new Coming to America and it's coming out.
Oh yeah, I can't
soon.
wait till that comes out.
But here's my question, dude. Like, I saw the artwork for it, like the first poster that they put out, and Eddie Murphy's right dead smack in the middle. And then everybody else, like, he's big, like, takes up most of the poster.
Well, he should.
And then everybody else is like, but come on, dude. He wouldn't have that movie, that franchise, that bit without Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, he would have.
Bullshit, dude. Arsenio, the fucking scene where they're in the club, and Arsenio, come on, dog. Come on.
Oh, anybody could have played that part, though.
Get
Don't
the
get me wrong. Arsenio Hall did a great job, but I mean, come on.
Are you telling?
That was
Wait,
Eddie Murphy's
hold
movie.
on. Are you telling me that back when that movie first came out, that there was another black comedian that could have played that part?
Yeah.
Who?
Anybody.
Who?
You did not watch Coming to America because Arsenio Hall was in it.
No, you watched it because they were both in it. Because you know what?
Because Eddie Murphy was in it.
No, we watched it because the shit looked funny because they were both in it.
I watched 48 Hours because Eddie Murphy was in it.
I watched 48 Hours because Nick Nolte was in it. I'm just kidding.
I looked at you cross-eyed. But no, I don't. Arsenio Hall didn't make that movie. He was good in it, but
Vampire in Brooklyn. That movie wasn't shit without the kid from 227.
Horrible.
I know, but if it wasn't for the kid from 227, it would have been that much worse.
Nah.
Man,
Arsenio Hall was in Harlem Nights. He played a little part. They didn't need him.
Bullshit.
I think whatever the fuck you guys' opinions are horseshit.
Wow.
If he was not in that scene where they're in front of that fucking window, and then the guy on the end goes,
yeah.
What a fucking fucking way to come back.
I know, right? Fucking hilarious.
Talking about your favorite movies.
That
No,
dude, you're tripping.
You're tripping.
What about in Life? Well, he wasn't in Life. What was the other movie that he was in that he played an old man?
Was in Life.
There was another movie that he was in with Eddie Murphy that he played an old man. Oh no! When they were sitting in the fucking, that's a sexual chocolate. He good. They good. They really.
Coming to America.
I know, but how can you say that he wasn't a big part of that fucking movie?
No.
Dude,
he was a big part in it, but you did not go see that movie because Arsenio Hall was.
Yeah, I think you did. I think back then, Arsenio Hall was just as big a star as Eddie Murphy. He had his own fucking talk show.
So what you're saying is they got paid the same.
Oh hell no, they didn't.
Okay,
Eddie Murphy got a lot more money because
why?
Eddie Murphy had a better manager.
Oh, because Eddie Murphy was the bigger star.
Because he had a better manager.
Because he was the bigger star.
Why was he a bigger star? Because he had the better manager.
Because he was a bigger star.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, dog.
You're tripping, dude. But okay. So let's say, but even then, Arsenio Hall's not even on the fucking poster. Wesley Snipes is on the fucking poster.
Wesley Snipes wasn't even in the first movie.
I know he's only in the second one, and he's on the fucking poster, and Arsenio Hall's not.
Okay, I'm just okay. Sucks
like,
for Arsenio,
and
but
they
we're not.
And they were boys, dog. Like, how do you know what I mean? Like, how do you? They did several movies together. Why would you like? Come on, man. And he was your right hand man in the first movie, and he's your right hand man in this one.
How do you know he's right hand man in this?
Because I've seen the fucking the trailer.
Coming to America.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer, and he's his right hand man in this movie. How are you gonna not fucking put Arsenio Hall on their shit?
That dude's not on the poster.
No.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Right?
Did you see the first one?
I did.
Okay.
First one's fucking awesome.
And it's awesome. Why?
Because it's a good fucking movie.
Eddie Murphy was great in it, right?
Both of them were.
So was John Amos. So was
John Amos even on the fucking poster.
Is he really?
Shit. I just blows my mind that he's not like. Come on, dude.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he should be on the poster.
Okay, so that would be like okay, now they're gonna make another fucking Friday where Smokey comes back, and they talk about it, but they don't put Smokey on the motherfucking poster. It's just Ice Cube, and they can't put Tiny on there anymore. Sorry, rest in peace. But you know what I mean? They put the dad on there, right? And the mom, like,
Dad's dead too.
Was that?
The dad's dead too.
Oh, that's right, huh? Fuck, I forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still didn't see him coming to America for Arsenio Hall. He was just an added bonus.
No, yeah, that I agree with.
Why are you even here? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Supposed to watch it for
He was the seasoning on the steak, but you can still eat that steak.
Yes, but you know what? That movie wouldn't have been what it was without him. And he was
true.
And he was on the first poster, and he should be on the second one. Because they were joined at the hip in the first fucking movie.
Yeah, you got a point. Yes, you do. Because he was in the first movie and he had such a big part in it, he should be on the poster for the second movie.
Now, if we're talking just about... Go ahead. Sorry.
It's still Eddie Murphy's movie. It's still his vehicle. He's who we're seeing.
Yes, but you know what? Let me put it to you this way. it's Eddie Murphy's vehicle and it's a bus and he's the bus driver. But if he doesn't fucking pick up the players to put in the bus, he's going to be in that bitch alone and fail.
Let me ask you this. Do you like teriyaki steak?
No. Guess again. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you like barbecue steak?
Yeah, I like barbecue better than teriyaki.
Okay. So, Eddie Murphy's the steak.
Because this is the second steak analogy.
Eddie Murphy's the steak. And Arsenio Hall is either the teriyaki or the barbecue sauce. One's going to be good.
Well, if he's the barbecue sauce, he's not going on the poster because I don't eat barbecue on my steak.
Well, I'm just saying, add another condiment. Well, he's the fucking
he's A1, right?
He's the ketchup on your scrambled eggs. How's that?
No, because I only do that every once in a while. That's not a good analogy. I don't like that. Try again.
Well,
wait. Go ahead.
He's the pepperoni on the PJ Fresh cheese pizza.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. Eddie Murphy's the pizza.
Leave it to me to fucking make the food analogy that he understands.
Right?
Sorry, Tony.
Jeez. So where you been at tonight? We told everybody that you were out.
Yeah, I've been hanging out.
Yeah, look at that fucking grin.
I ate food.
Yeah, what'd you have?
I had Papa John's for the first time.
Ugh,
Yeah, it's not that great.
Yeah.
that's caca.
But, where'd you eat it?
What else did you have
In
for the
the
first
car?
time?
I worked out
What?
at the park right there.
Oh, yeah?
You know, the workout
The
stuff?
one right here?
Yeah.
What are you doing at the park?
Eating the pizza.
Sitting in the park.
You ordered a pizza and drove with her to the park to eat it?
Yep.
It's fucking cold and windy outside.
That's why we ate in the car.
All right.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Did you have to take her home?
She had an essay to write for her history class.
Should have told her perfect. I'm Mexican. Just write my name down.
Oh, no.
What class?
History.
So did you help her?
I tried. She's like, I haven't even read the book yet. I was like, I know the book. I am the book.
Holy shit.
What?
And she didn't listen to you? She didn't take your help?
She's like, no, I got to write it. I was like, the professor's not going to know. Whatever. So.
It's not like you went to school here. They're going to know your writing style, right?
So,
and it's on the laptop, too, so it's typing it out.
Is that all you guys did? We'll just get pizza and go to the park?
Yeah, because she realized, like, right after we left the park, she was like, shit, I have an essay. Okay.
Ooh, I don't know.
What?
Did anything weird happen between eating the pizza and I forgot I had an essay?
No.
But thanks for having, she used the essay as an out?
Thanks for your vote of confidence.
No.
Yeah, thanks, fucking Dad. Appreciate that.
I'm just trying to help.
My ego felt big today. I needed it to be cut down. Thanks.
Fuck. Sorry, I didn't think about that part. Fuck.
Has your cousin found out yet?
I think so, yeah.
Had she mentioned it to you while you hanging out with her? No?
I'm waiting for the shitstorm to happen. Honestly, I'm waiting for her mom to hit me up because I don't think my cousin will. Because I don't know how much her mom liked her.
Her mom
loved her.
Her mom is what to you?
I was unaware.
Your cousin's mom is what to you?
Cousin?
Yeah. My niece.
That would be, yeah, his niece.
My niece-in-law.
But my cousin.
So it's your niece's daughter?
Yes.
Yes. My nephew and his wife and their daughter.
So their daughter is the cousin we're referring to?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Tony just mentioned that he's turning 50 next Friday. So we need to find him a wheelchair or a walker. Just doing some balloons maybe to help him out.
I'll look right now.
All right. We'll get you taken care of. Don't worry. We're not going to leave you.
Good looking out.
You know what I mean? Do you want an electric chair or do you want the ones that you know what I mean? Like when you roll with? Cause,
we don't want to fucking execute him.
Or do you want one of the little red ride around? What are they called?
A hover round?
Is that what they call? A hover round? Well, that sounds
An
about right.
adult tricycle with the basket in the back?
A moped? Is that what you're talking about?
No. The little carts that old people sit on,
Yeah,
like
the
a
hover
Walmart.
round.
No, hover round. And get you one of them, dog. You got a truck? You can load it up. Get you a little, drop it down. Any plans?
No.
No party or nothing that you can invite him to, or so that I don't have to fucking hear about it.
No, that's why he's telling you. Oh, no.
And it's my wife actually keeps hounding me on to pick a place to go eat because of how everything's like outdoor seating now.
Right.
You know, she wants to make a reservation if we're going to somewhere that requires a reservation.
Oh fuck! Do they serve dinner at 4?
I hope they do.
Are you gonna have your AARP by Friday? Or like,
you gotta walk in there, excuse me, where's your seniors menu?
Are you okay? Are you well, you got to be looking forward to the discounts now, right? You got to get it at, is it 50 or 55?
I don't know.
I think you get it at 55.
I don't think you get AARP at 50.
I think you could pass, right?
Man, really? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You're not too far behind, so
He's not.
You're fucking
crazy.
way older than me, dude.
He's
I don't turn 50 till September. That's 7 months, bro. More than half a year. We're worlds apart.
I don't know where to go to eat though.
Might as well go
Wherever
to.
you enjoy it.
Where's that? What's that place that Grandma and Grandpa used to like right there by Target?
IHOP?
No.
Hometown buffet.
Hometown buffet. You got to go to one of them old people
We
buffets.
don't do that.
No,
No, we're not a fan.
not a fan of that particular one or of buffets. Period.
Maybe your older man taste buds might enjoy him.
You know what? That's quite possible.
Yeah, no, because you probably got to start giving up salt.
Or dumping salt in because you can't taste it.
Yeah. Why you suck your teeth, though? Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those kind of things are starting to.
Yeah.
That might start creeping up.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll buy you a bottle of Centrium.
get your annual physical,
Being a
and
Bengay.
you got to cut down on this. You got to cut down on that. You should have already been cutting down on this. You
Fucking
should have
buy him a
already been
hospital
cutting down.
gown. Ooh.
We need a-
Aren't
know-
you glad I came back, Tony?
You know what? Hospitals got to have like a pass go, like a card with all of your information on it. So when you get to the hospital, you just hand them that, and they take you right back.
That'd be awesome.
If we could figure out how to get you one of those, that would be great. We don't want you to go to the hospital. That's not what it's all about. But it's the fun part of making that card for you. Is it hard? Is it going to be hard turning 50?
He's not gonna have a choice.
No,
Well, I know. But
not for me.
no,
No,
doesn't
all
bother you. It's not.
No,
Was 40 hard?
no,
30?
No.
So you just never realized like that you were getting older, or getting older never made you feel older?
No, because I mean, you look at yourself. You're turning 50. When your parents were turning 50, you were like, "Damn,
Right.
they're old."
That motherfucker is old.
But you don't think of yourself like that,
Right.
Which I don't think of myself like that. I still think I'm kind of cool. I mean, my kids will probably think differently, but
Dude, you listen to edited music. You're not cool.
Like radio edit music?
Yeah.
You're fucking lying to me right now. When did we find this out?
Today he said that his
Holy
daughter clowned
shit.
him because he downloaded some edited song,
Oh my god, that's fucking gold.
and that he looks for those specific
You're
edited songs.
fucking kidding.
It wasn't by accident.
Oh, your daughter's a gold mine. Holy shit.
How many songs would you say? How many edited songs would you say you've downloaded?
All of them.
you know what? To be honest with you, probably every song that I get now. I mean, it depends on the content of the song, though, what they're talking about, really.
So how long now have you been downloading edited songs?
I'd probably say a couple of years now, to be honest with you. And again, it's the subject matter. If they say shit or fuck, that's different. But if they're like getting grimy, it's like, I can't. How am I gonna bump that? I can't do it.
Not even when you're alone, like you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't necessarily
never
bump
alone.
it when I'm alone. That's the thing. I get it. So let's say if we're having a party.
Okay.
So you're gonna play it because you got different age groups. So if I have a little kid there, I wouldn't want that song coming on, and the little kid might know the song, but they wouldn't want necessarily the bad words to go with it. So that's why. What if my mom was there and that song came on? You see
Your
what
mom
I'm
might
saying?
start bumping to that shit.
Tony,
That stuff. Sorry.
what do you think it really? Yeah, you really. Do you really think it'd bother your mom?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. because when again back to my daughter's 21st, when we were going up there, we were playing my daughter's music, and the first song wasn't an edited song.
Okay.
And my mom actually pulled me to the side, like, "Whose music is this? Oh my god!" And I was like, and I even said, like, just after this song, Mom's not as bad.
The content
She
of
was
this
like,
music
okay.
is trifling.
Really? Wow.
Like I said, man, my mom and your mom are totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom stabbed her sister with a fork. I tell you that shit, right? Like, yeah, my mom's she gangsters all get up. She was never really religious and that kind of shit. So yeah, different mom.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. I mean, I think I saw Porky's when I was like 7, 8 years old or whatever year it came out.
Oh yeah, same here. I mean, when we were teenagers, like the second Motley Crue record,
Yeah.
"Shout at the Devil,"
Hell yeah.
I had that album, and then one day it was just gone.
Was it edited?
No. One day it was just
He put notches in the ring so it would skip.
one day it was just gone. And I mean, it was like one of those things that it took a while to say, "Hey, where's this record?" I haven't, you go digging in your room, and then certain records were gone. And so we hit up my mom. I was like, "Hey, have you seen these records?" And she was like, "Yeah, they're in my closet." We're like, "What?" That's devil worshiping
La
music.
música del diablo.
I didn't want you guys listening to it. Like AC/DC stuff like that. Like a couple of my brother's records. And
That's what I first started listening to, and I kept it hidden until I just didn't care anymore.
so,
Did you
yeah.
get them back when you turned 18 or?
No, she gave them back. I mean, once we hit her up about it, because like I said, my brother's records were gone too.
Okay.
I mean, she just, it worked for a little while,
Yeah. Well, obviously it had long-lasting effects. I mean, fuck, you're gonna be 50 buying fucking Kid Bop. You know what I mean? Fuck. All right, and I beat up Tony enough tonight. Holy shit, dude. Fucking 50, Tony.
Yeah.
You need to go to one of those restaurants in downtown Palm Springs, one of the old ones. You know what I mean? Gonna fit your age.
Oh, fuck. Where's your brunch menu?
Right? Do you guys have any borscht? Jesus Christ.
Can you soft scramble my eggs? They're too hard.
So, yeah.
Poor Tony.
All right. Any final words, Sebastian?
No,
I know you just got here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Any shout out to your girl?
No.
Tony, any final words?
Yeah, I'll shout out my girl. See you in a little while, baby.
Wow.
All right. We'll see y'all later. Love you guys. Peace. This is episode 92, by the way.